Hey everybody, and welcome back to First Time Watch Fridays here on Horror Film Lovers. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody, and sorry it took a little bit of time. This is you're actually gonna get two for the price of one, so you'll get two First Time Watch Fridays today. This and then the next one. Um, and they'll just be at different times, or whatever. But I'm really excited to chat about these. So I watched this movie on Hulu, I want to say. I think it was Hulu. And yeah, it was Hulu because I don't pay for the to get rid of the ads, and there was a lot of ads through this and so annoying. But this is a movie called Come True, and I was a little bit disappointed by it. I'm not gonna lie. So first of all, it's a very slow burn, by the way. Which I'm actually sort of like sometimes, if they're really done well. And the slow burn is more about the characterization and getting to care about the character. Unfortunately, I just couldn't care about this girl here. I my big problem with it, I think, was maybe that it just, you know, it was so confusing at times that it kind of ruined the point. And then at the end, and they just give you like the most fucked up ending sort of like confusing ending sort of thing that just kind of took away a lot of what what we were watching. So the idea is this girl is I guess she's having trouble at home. She kind of leaves, so she needs money. So she joins the sleep study thing, but she doesn't know what they're studying or whatever. And it makes me wonder if there are things where they're studying things that, whatever that might not be ethical or not good. And she's, kind of is causing her sort of bad dreams while she's doing it, and there's something's really messing with her. And there's this guy that works there that just keeps showing up to her, and they sort of have this little thing together, and then things just go even crazier, and the ending of the movie still fucking confused me. I'm not gonna spoil it. Like, I'm not going to say what exactly happens, but what I will say is that the ending of the movie just sort of, I don't know, it was a big disappointment. It kind of took away from everything. It made it so um it wasn't I don't know how to describe it. Um it just didn't make it. I can't describe it without spoiling it. So I'm going to. The ending of the movie pretty much has it where she sort of is in a, I guess, in a coma or in a deep sleep, and I guess none of this was really real, and stuff. And she's been in a coma for years, or for a long time. I don't know if it was years. It's been a little bit since I watched it. But like it's been a little bit, of time so she's been stuck in this coma, and they're trying to get her, to get info, to help her out and get her out of this coma that she's in. And I'm like, and then she has like vampire fangs, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. Doesn't make any sense. It's like, I don't get what, like, has she become the monster in the coma? I'm guessing maybe that's the thing. I don't know. Honestly, I was very disappointed by it, especially the fact that this is on Hulu. Like, it should have been better. Um, the cool thing is the guy that does help her out. He was on Degrassi, The Next Generation, and I remember his character back then, and I loved his character back then. And this is like a 180 from his character. Like back then, his character was like the cool kid in school, I believe, like and this, he's sort of nerdy and kind of weird and kind of creepy at times. You don't know whether or not he's a good guy or a bad guy or what's going on. They have like a romantic relationship. She ends up falling asleep while they're having sex. Then it turns out that she bit him. All of this fucking weird ass shit. It was like trying to be like M. Night Shyamalan, but mixed with like trying to be like a really good thriller, and it just didn't work for me. What I was really annoyed is I thought the movie, because I didn't read anything about it, I didn't see anything, just saw the title, and I was like, oh, okay, I've never seen this movie. It's a horror film. Let me watch it. From the title, Come True. I thought it was gonna, and I thought I was gonna have dreams. So I was like, oh shit, her dreams are gonna come true into real life, and and that's awesome. Nope, nope, nope. When she's asleep, she's asleep, which is not or not whatever. Completely different. Really disappointed by this movie on that. All in all, I don't know. If you're a big, you know, fan of wanting to see almost every horror movie that's out there, I would recommend seeing this movie. But if you're like really like on the fence and you just kind of not sure what to watch or whatever, hopefully most likely you've already if you're watching this review, you've already seen it. Um, but um to me, honestly, it wasn't really that good. Like it had a lot of moments where I'm just like, this just wasn't what I was expecting it to be, and I just wasn't thrilled. Every person was sort of also a little monotonous there, and there was no character that I could really cling to. Not even the lead character I could really cling to. I mean, not that the actress did a bad job. She did a wonderful job. But like I couldn't really cling to anybody. I just felt like there was nobody I could connect with. And when you watch a horror film, especially, you need to connect with somebody if you're gonna watch this style of a horror film. And I couldn't care. If she had died halfway through, I would have been like, oh, okay, that happened, you know. But I wouldn't have been like, oh man, I wanted to see the rest of her arc, you know. Where was she gonna go? No, I literally didn't care. And I think that's a big problem that's going on to a lot of horror films these days is uh there's this lack of sympathy and empathy for the characters that but they think you're going to just by following them and seeing them and you're going to connect and maybe somebody does. Maybe somebody else watched this movie and connected with them. And to me that would be awesome. Maybe the actress gets letters from people or emails from people all the time saying, you did a great job. And, you know, um, I just felt like it was kind of a bland movie. I felt like it really tried so hard to be twisty and turny and confuse the heck out of you on purpose, and it didn't bring the substance and the driven characters and stuff enough where it's like, just side characters. There's like her friend, and then she kind of disappears, or whatever, and she's trying to find her. And then to me, that never really gets resolved. It's just sort of a plot device. And eh, like, I guess at the end you're supposed to like think, oh man, this is just all her big dream thing. And I'm just like, then it just doesn't matter to me. Um, it just means nothing. So I don't know. To me, honestly, this was sort of one of the worst I've seen of horror film lovers first time watch Fridays. But I don't think that like that's like I don't think it, at all this like a worst film. It's just so far this has been sort of the most boring, and I'm hoping that, you know, more and more and more get sort of, you know, whatever. Anywho, um, if you've seen it and you liked it, tell me why. If you've seen it and you didn't like it, tell me why. Or you're just meh, let me know. Because I don't really know anybody who's seen this movie. Mention this to a bunch of people that are like, I've never heard of it. So like I would love for it to have been a forgotten horror classic, like Paul tries to find, but this isn't a classic. This is sort of just I guess maybe I can sort of see why it sort of fell behind and didn't really, it didn't really nail it. Um, it should have. It had a good budget. It had a great cast. I just feel like the writing was weak. The direction was okay. I mean, everybody did a good job acting and, the shots were good, but just everything was just okay. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little review. If not, let me know. All right, talk to you later. Bye.